When an officer come to you, you're going to say, yes, sir, yes, master. Or will you say, why did you stop me? Is it okay to question them?
Yes.
It is
but
okay.
You can say, why did you stop me? But do not give attitude. Follow the instruction of the police officer, and you can walk away.
And that's a good thing. And
but the blacks are not doing that.
Jesse Lee Peterson calls out this feminist woke lie about police brutality in this debate as Jesse Lee Peterson interviews this president from the NAACP and stops her instantly once she starts spewing propaganda and checks her with the cold, hard truth. Let's get in.
You are a minister too. Are you a reverend or a preacher? Or?
I'm a preacher.
Preacher.
I'm an associate minister at Greater Faith Missionary Baptist Church. Yes.
And National Association. What is the NAACP?
You black, you don't know?
No.
National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
Colored people, yeah.
We're going to pull your card.
I know. You probably won't find mine there. But let me ask, do black people need the NAACP now?
I think it's more relevant now than before.
And why?
Because with all the race issues, the KKK hasn't left. They just changed their robes. They went from white robes to black robes, and they're now judges and policemen. And
so what is the NAACP doing to stop the KKK and stuff like that? What are they doing to stop it?
So part of what we do is, in Compton, you know, the race relations with the law enforcement is not a good one. It should be better because we have mostly African-American elected officials, but the police and law enforcement does not look like the community.
But the problem in Compton is more with the blacks and Mexicans than it is with police.
Not really.
They hate each other over there.
Well, they hate each other. They're a product of their community. They've been taught that.
Who taught the blacks and Mexicans to hate one another?
Systematic racism. It's by design. They both have the same economic property. They have the same issues and problems. But if you have issues, for instance, if you have black gangs and Latino gangs, some of the issues with law enforcement is that they're gang members too. They just wear uniforms. But some of the law enforcement put the gangs against each other. They may take you from one set and put you in another one.
So
or they do things that make you think that another set is doing it when they're not.
You saying that white people are causing blacks and Mexicans to hate each other in Compton?
White people, and I'm not necessarily saying white people, I'm saying it's not necessarily them. The system itself.
Who is the system?
Well, it comes from white people, from the system, the government itself. I'm saying it's like they inherited stuff. For instance, if you don't, the educational system in Compton, if you don't teach your children how to work to get along, they're separating everything they do. They don't learn each other's culture. Once they're taught to understand each other and their differences and accept them, they won't tend to hate each other.
Who should teach them to treat the fellow man in the right way, the system or the parents?
I think it should come from home, but I think you can only teach what you know.
Who is the system?
The system is, you say white people, but they're not necessarily in charge. Even black people that have an ideology that they're not black. There's some black people that don't like to be around black people, or there are some black people that think they've arrived and don't think racism exists. They're part of the problem too.
What's a quote-unquote African-American thinking? What kind of thinking is that?
As for me as an African-American?
No, well, you said that there are those blacks who don't think like that.
Well, because some people think that black people should be a certain way, right? Some black people think, because I made it out, I don't want to come back to Compton. I want to live in Beverly Hills or another environment, but they think that I don't really like how black people live. They think, to me, you make your environment. I have black young ladies. My oldest daughter is a school teacher in Compton, but she also studied abroad in South Africa. She studied abroad in London. She graduated with honors from Clark University, born and raised in the inner city. But like you said, from her home, we taught her self-respect, self-love. Right. But when she go to school, when other kids don't have the same teaching that she do, she still have to live with those kids. She still grew up in the same system.
Is she afraid for her life?
You know what, that particular daughter might be. Her way of thinking is maybe she's a little more sheltered. Now I have another daughter just the opposite of her. She went to Compton High School, grew up in Compton, so she can hang with Compton, so but they could go to school in Torrance.
She's more of a gangster.
Yeah, she's more of a...
And then the other girl is more of a white woman.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, because she went to school in Torrance with the white kids. So
see that?
Yeah.
So it's not the white man then.
But my parents didn't teach me to think the way I do.
They didn't teach you to
No,
hate.
my parents think I'm kind of a rebel.
Right,
They
but-
think that I'm like Afrocentric, like I'm like Black Panther. They didn't teach me that because my parents are just the opposite of that.
Right, so-
They're like, can we all just get along?
Right. So why did you become so radical and you had a good father and mother teaching you the right way? What happened to you?
Because that wasn't the right way. That was the submissive, wrong way to accept whatever. The right way is to be able to stand up for yourself and to fight injustices and don't be a coward.
Did your parents teach you not to speak up?
Well, they wouldn't do what I do. They wouldn't speak up. They just take it.
But they didn't teach you not to speak up, right?
Like if I was in school and I didn't think things was right, I would say something about it. And my mom would be like, well, it'll be okay. Don't worry about it. It's like, no, it won't be okay until we make it okay. If it's wrong, we have to address it.
But it's only getting worse with you speaking up rather than getting better. You notice that?
It depends on what perspective you're looking at, if it's worse or not.
You said that the injustice is still there. Blacks are going to jail.
Well,
the
that- yeah,
Mexicans
because
and
we're
blacks
not-
are hating one another.
Right, so your perspective is if it's getting worse, it's getting worse because the people are still in control that is doing what they do. For instance, in our community, with home loans and things, mortgages and predatory lenders, they're in our community more so than any other community. There are things that are allowed to happen in our community that wouldn't happen anywhere else. Law enforcement in our community, and I think it's a shame that the things that you see, human trafficking, prostitution on the street, you don't see that things in other community, and it's not because we don't have any different law enforcement. Is it because law enforcement don't care in the Compton community and they may care in Beverly Hills or anywhere
Well,
else?
that's because you people are allowing them to be that way. You're allowing
Who
that
is
to
you
happen.
people?
The blacks and Mexicans that live over there.
So what they supposed to do about it?
Get out, protest it, and stop it. Be decent people and stop it. They're only doing it because the people are corrupt.
That's exactly right. And they're only doing it because they're allowed to do it. So who's corrupt? Our leaders are corrupt that work with them. Either they're corrupt or they're afraid.
Right. The
Law
leaders are
enforcement is a tough gangsters.
Right, but they don't have to be if the citizenry were tough. But they're not tough. They're immoral. They're morally bankrupt. So if the people are corrupt, then the government will be corrupt.
Well, if the government is corrupt and the people are scared or weak, a lot of them don't know what to do. A lot of them, like our elders, believe that you should respect, and they were taught to respect law enforcement no matter what. But you can cooperate with the police, do whatever you're supposed to do with the police, and you could still wind up in jail or dead. When an officer come to you, you're gonna say, yes, sir, yes, master. Or will you say, why did you stop me? Is it okay to question them?
Yes,
It is
but
okay.
you can say, why did you stop me? But do not give attitude, follow the instruction of the police officer, and you can walk away.
And that's a good thing. And
But the
and
blacks
nothing
are
would
not
happen to
doing
you
that.
if you do that. Nothing would happen,
Right,
right?
right.
Where are you from? That might happen.
Alabama?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what?
You've been taught that.
Taught what?
Obey.
Obey what?
Obey the white man.
Obey the white man. No one taught me that.
Oh, they didn't teach you that?
I've never
They
taught
should
that.
have.
Why?
Because it's good to obey the white man.
I'm sorry?
It's good to obey the white man. Then you won't get in trouble. Then you won't get shot. You won't be labeled a thug. I want to ask Sandra Bland what happened.
Sandra Bland?
I wanna
She
ask you what
acted
happened.
out.
Because
She wouldn't
questioned them?
follow instructions. She would give a lip service. She wouldn't.
Because
didn't
she
want
asked
her hand to.
questions?
She didn't want to be arrested.
Well,
And
she didn't do anything wrong.
She committed suicide. The officer did not kill her. She had already tried, according to all the reports, she had tried to commit suicide prior to going to jail. And once she went to jail, nobody came to get her. She called her folks. Nobody showed up. She ended up. And there was a witness who said she committed suicide. You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe that.
So you just don't want to believe the truth.
Of course they don't, because it hurts the woke narrative. Jesse Lee Peterson is exactly right. Look, there are bad cops, here, there. They exist because they're people. However, you got body cams on cops everywhere. You got people with GoPro cameras, and they have no incentive to really do this. So if you just follow the instructions, work with the cop, look, you can ask questions. You can even argue as long as it's respectable, right? There is a way to do this. But just like all the videos that you keep seeing on YouTube of people just freaking out, acting out, you do not behave that way. Why? Because now you're making the situation more aggressive, more of a problem, and that's going to force the officer to do other things. Like, you've escalated this unnecessarily yourself to like no victory. Like, just stop doing it. listen to the officer, go along with the whole thing, and you'll be fine. If he did something wrong, get a lawyer, go to court, do it the way it's supposed to be done. But acting a fool in the moment, he's the one with the badge, the body armor, and the gun. You don't win this situation. He's also got backup. He's got backup. You don't win this. Just stop being an idiot and just have respect for the officer. That's it. It's not really asking that much. But let me know if you agree that if you follow the officer's instructions, you'll be fine, or inherently, they're just going to beat you up for no reason. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the video, and let's get back in.
That's the truth.
You'd rather believe the lie over the truth, right?
I don't know that that's the truth. I'd rather believe that she did not kill herself. I believe she was
Why would
killed.
you rather believe a lie?
I don't think that's a lie.
No, it is.
No, I don't think that's a lie.
Let me ask you this.
Well,
Now,
so the Ezel Ford killed himself?
all those people are thugs.
Just because they're a thug, they don't deserve to be killed.
Thugs put themselves up to be killed. That's why they call
then how
thugs.
come-
Aren't you concerned that, or are you concerned that this is not happening to decent black people? It's only happening to the bad ones. Have you ever
It's not
wondered
just
about
happening to
that?
the bad ones. You have decent black men that police will target and racial profile, come to your own house. It depends on what neighborhood you live in. They may stop you, they may question you, wondering why you're in the neighborhood. That just happened in Chicago.
They
You need to
thought
look
they were
that
at
up.
the wrong house, so they're looking out for their neighborhood.
Is that what they were doing?
Isn't that the right thing to do?
No. You should know your neighbors.
You should
Don't
look
be
out for
afraid
your
of.
neighborhood.
You should know your neighbors. If the black neighbor live next to you, could be
But you
different.
don't know
should
everybody that's coming in and out of your
But
neighborhood.
you just don't call the police and say, there's a black man with a key going into his own house.
But why not?
Because mind your business.
Wow. So you don't look out for your neighborhood?
I know my neighbors. I wouldn't think it was strange to somebody come. I know my neighbors. Police brutality is real.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is
It's
real.
an illusion.
No,
It
it's
is
not an
not
illusion.
real. It is not real. I promise you that.
And I promise you, it is real.
So you are the president of the NAACP, right?
Yes.
In Compton.
Yes.
And you're a minister.
Yes.
Are you a woman of truth?
Yes.
And how do you know you're of truth?
The word of God is the only truth that we have. But man is a human man on all sides, is subject to sin, subject to hate, subject to lie.
So you think that you are a woman of truth because you know how to quote the Bible?
No, I don't think I'm an honest woman because it's a lifestyle. Now, I ain't said I don't lie. Everybody
You lie?
including you.
Do you lie?
Sometimes.
You lying now?
Not right now. Maybe tomorrow, but not right now. Try me tomorrow, though.
So if you are a liar, how are you an honest woman? And a preacher woman?
Because God is so good, he even saved a wretch like me.
But God said don't lie.
Yeah, all the time.
No, he didn't say all the time. He said don't lie.
Oh, but sometimes you can lie.
No,
Because he didn't say all the time. But he said
No,
sometimes.
all the time. Don't lie
But he
means
said
don't ever
nobody's
lie.
perfect but him.
No. Stay with me. God said don't lie.
Uh-huh.
And if you say you're a preacher and you're an honest woman, why do you lie?
Because sometimes I lie when I need to, but maybe
When
that's
do
not
you
right.
need-
And I just say, you know what, God is so faithful to forgive. So when I lie, I say, Lord, please forgive me. And he's like, faithful to forgive. Like when you lie.
So
he's
I don't
faithful
lie.
to forgive. You
I don't
lying
lie.
right now when you tell me that
No.
when you tell me that the police only killed thugs, you know that's a lie. Because they killed a 6-year-old in the car with his dad, shot the car up. That was a police officer. That 6-year-old was not a thug.
He was in the car with a thug daddy.
So that make it okay?
The
Do you
daddy
know?
put the child's life at risk, not the police.
You almost sound wasting them fools that's killing the police. You talking about it's okay to kill that 6-year-old.
I didn't say it was okay.
Oh.
But it's not the police fault that the father put the child's life at risk knowing that he was a thug.
It's the police fault that you didn't check and see you shooting a kid and shooting the
He's
dad.
not supposed to check that.
You-
The police officers are to protect the good people from the bad.
So you didn't protect that
They're
baby?
not psychologists and
They need to be.
And so, no, they don't.
They got to be trained a little bit different.
No.
Because let me just explain this to me then. Why are they killing all the black thugs, but you ain't killing the white thugs? You get white men shooting up the police and they carrying them out, go get the gun and handcuff them and walk them on out.
Well,
Probably
there-
take her to McDonald's and have a burger on the way.
There are more white people being killed by police than blacks.
They probably doing more.
And the only difference is the media, to keep people like you angry and confused, they're showing the blacks all the time
Oh,
to
the
keep
media?
you brainwashed.
The media-
Yeah,
the media
online, these
misconstrue
cell
stuff?
phones. Yeah, the media.
The
They're
media?
using you.
Your show don't do that. It's a good show, right? It don't do that.
Don't do what?
Misconstrue and change the
No,
facts.
we tell the
and-
truth here.
And you always tell the truth,
Yes.
and you don't mess up the facts.
Right, not at all. Because I want black people to see reality so that they can be free.
What's the reality?
I got to ask you that black people are suffering not because this phony idea of police brutality, but due to the lack of moral character and the destruction of the family.
So
do
are
you
you
agree
black?
with that?
Are you black?
As the ace of spades. Why do you ask me if I'm black? You see I'm black.
My eyes could be deceiving me sometimes.
Why do you ask me
Because when
if
I see police brutality, now I might think my eyes are deceiving me. My eyes really don't believe what they see.
Why do you
My
ask me if I'm
lying eyes.
black?
I'm just curious.
Why?
Because you asking me, you telling me all about the black people, and they don't have morals, and they don't have this, and that's why they're in this position that they in. Like, so you must be in the same position, because are you black?
I'm black, but I'm not in that position. I overcame immorality
How'd you do that?
by asking God to forgive me. Repent.
So you're going to be perfect from now on?
Yes, I'm working every day on getting it.
Yeah, folks, exactly like Jesse Lee Peterson said, more white Americans get killed every year than black Americans. It just astounds me the level of ignorance that these people on the left share, because this is an easily searchable number. It would take you about 60 seconds to find it. You can go through the FBI database, you can go to the DOJ, you can even go through the CDC. Like, you can go and easily find this information, and yet people just look at the screen, they just listen to whatever they're told, just like sheep, and they don't actually corroborate anything that they're told. Like, cut out the middleman and look at the information for yourself, and then you will see everything you've been told is just a woke lie. But folks, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Jesse Lee Peterson had to say, calling out this woke lie from this president from the NAACP. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.